Beavis and motherfucking Butthead Do the Universe. So I watched this last night. First of all, I had no idea that there was a new Beavis and Butthead movie. I had not heard anything about this until someone came in my chat like the other day and said, "Are you going to talk about the new Beavis and Butthead movie?" And I didn't even know it was a thing. And so I was like, fuck yeah. So this movie, I thought this movie was amazing. But I will say, so I was pretty fucked up on multiple drugs. I was like coming down off of a shroom experience. I was high as fuck. And I was like 4 drinks in. I was fucked up. I got a little wild last night. A little bit. Watch Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. So the first thing about this movie I want to say that's jarring is how detailed the background animation is. Right? Like Beavis and Butthead, if you watch Beavis and Butthead Do America, the original movie, or like any of the Beavis and Butthead original show, like one of the things about the show and the original movie is that the backgrounds are often ignored, right? And the characters are the focus. But in this movie, the background, like everything is super well detailed. It's HD, you know, like it's really, it's wild to watch, you know, to watch like these And then my favorite part, again, is that, of course, Beavis and Butthead, they still got the AC/DC and Metallica shirts. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. I love that they're, like, I was interested to see if they would change Beavis and Butthead's personalities at all. But not only did they not change their personalities at all, but, like, okay, so the main feature of the movie is, like, the first 20, 30 minutes is the setup. They're going to space camp in 1998, and somehow they get brought into space. Who knows, right? But whatever. Series of bad decisions. And then they go into a black hole, like Interstellar or some shit, and then they pop out in 2022, and that's the whole thing of the setup, right? To explain why Beavis and Butthead are in 2022 and they have not aged. So, and the whole setup is great. It was so funny. It was really hilarious. The thing I like about this movie as well is that it's basically identical to Beavis and Butthead Do America, but with a different core plot line. So, like, the goal of Beavis and Butthead is to score. It's the same thing in Do America. They're being chased by the cops. It's the same thing in Do America. There's the scene where Beavis gets, like, really fucked up on drugs and starts being cornholio. It's the same thing as Do America, right? Instead of there being a peyote scene in Do America, in this one, there's, like, a dream sequence. You know, it's very similar, but I thought the peyote scene in Do America was better. But it's just really fun. It was a fun movie to watch. I had no idea that this movie existed, so it's like, to me, it was extremely enjoyable to watch. And again, it's all predictable, and it's all great. So again, then there's the scene where they're in 2022, and they go to, like, the college, and they walk into a gender studies course. And then they walk in, and they're Beavis and Butthead, right? So I was thinking, like, okay, so what are they going to do here? Is this going to be cringy? And if it's going to be cringy, in what direction is the cringe? But they nailed it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. They nailed it. So they go in there and they, like, you know, say that they want to score with sluts. You know, everyone wants to do the same thing. And then the teacher, like, says that they have white privilege. And so they had never heard of white privilege before. And so the teacher, like, they're asking what white privilege is. And the teacher is like, you feel like you can do anything you want and you don't have to worry about police and you can just walk, like, you can be rude to people and nothing will happen to you. And then Beavis and Butthead are like, oh, we didn't know we had white privilege. And then they leave the gender studies class and then they, like, start stealing from everybody and people are like, what the hell are you doing? And then Beavis and Butthead are like, we have white privilege, we're allowed. It's really funny. I was losing it. This fucking movie was really funny. I think they did a great job of bringing Beavis and Butthead into 2022. I think it worked. I think it was hilarious. Like, it was just really fucking funny. Like, there was a scene where they got a cell phone, and Beavis thought that Siri on the cell phone was, like, the chick that he's trying to score with. And then so he falls in love with Siri and his chick, but they don't know what a cell phone is, right? So it's so funny. It's so funny. It was a great movie. But again, if you have not seen Do America, I think Do America is a better movie. But this is good. This is definitely almost as good. But I think Do America is slightly better, and that might just be my bias because it's older and I've seen it more times. But this movie, I'm not going to lie, it's good. It's good. I recommend it. The formula, almost identical to the first movie. But I mean, they nail it. They nail it. It's great. It's just great. But again, watching a Beavis and Butthead in 2022, and all the characters are so detailed, and like the backgrounds are so well drawn, it was really hard to watch. It was really hard to watch because it was like, what am I watching? Like, it's so weird. It's like, it was like they're out of context. Like, the animation's too good for Beavis and Butthead. But, you know, I enjoyed it. It's not that long. It's classic. An instant classic, so to speak. So I'm into it. Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. What a film. It's a movie. I mean, it's a film. I recommend it. Is Hank Hill in it? I was looking for, like, cameo characters. I know Daria was in this film in the background, but there's a couple other cameo characters, and then you see some aged characters. Like, you know, because when they do the time vortex, and then you see some of the characters from the first, like from the original series and movie, aged up a little bit, but they're all in the background. And so you have to spot them. But I did not see any King of the Hill crossover, unfortunately. But, you know, whatever. Still good. I'd recommend it.